right, Drew, what we have here is a map of all the people who came to visit me across the United States. And maybe we should start over here on the West Coast with my friend Sherry Khan, who I met when I was working at Disney. Lovely single woman. Here we have the stars. This is where we're all meeting today. Now, if we move over to Colorado, we have Katie and Lance Crane, and I've known Katie since I've been about 10 years old, and Lance for about the last 10 years. If we shift a little bit further east, oh, lo and behold, Drew, we have you and Tom. How lovely. Rachel, David, and little Dara. David and Dara will be joining us later this evening. Now, if we head a little north and a little further east, we have my dad and Donna, my mommy, Paula, Don Ray, and Teddy, representing my high school friend. Maybe we should head down south to Washington, D.C. We have my sister, her husband, Victor, Kim, Dina, and Leon. Great couple, and I've known them for quite a long time. New York, my longest list. This is where I currently live, and I have Donna and Terry and Lon, who are my wine friends, and Ann, and Christy and Dave, and the Lee family, and of course myself. Finally, we move a little further north. We've got good old John Watkins, who helped facilitate this map development. And the longest, furthest traveling for this trip is my friend Laura, who's a high school buddy, and her daughter.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I met Lynn in 1990, I think, in a windowless room at Anderson Consulting, doing VAX VMS conversion of code, and it was really lovely. I think we were on the night shift at first. We had to rotate shifts because there were not enough computer terminals for all the programmers. And we would listen to the Indigo Girls, and we would make fun of our supervisor, a very evil woman. And we bonded and stayed friends and went through a lot of life changes together. And I know that Lynn and I will be friends forever.
Well, one of the greatest moments, a good New York City moment and a good Lynn Donna moment, was sitting at the bar on Broadway and 70th Street and watching the photographer for the New York Times take photographs of the bar. Sure enough, she came around to us. We were sitting at the bar. We had quite a few. And we got our papers in the Sunday New York Times in color. Of course, what it didn't show in the New York Times is that later that evening I spent at least an hour on my knees in the bathroom. Later on that evening, that of course did not make the newspaper, thank goodness, but we are immortalized through the New York Times.
Anyway, Lynn's sister. As a sister, she gets an A+. I could not have a better sister. I couldn't have a closer sister. She is just a fabulous sister. Now let's talk about Lynn as a younger sister. Let's think about some of the typical attributes of a younger sister. Let's see. Looking for leadership from her older sister. I don't know if I had to give her a grade. I don't know, Teddy, what are you thinking?
No, I think she always, you were definitely something she always kept working harder to be like. So I think you really did help her a lot. Absolutely. In many ways.
Oh, that was very sweet.
No, it's very true.
Okay. Listening. Listening to older sister. Maybe she looked up to me. That's an interesting perspective, but listening. F.
Neither of you were the best at taking commands, so.
No. And I actually, this is not working at all for your video, but I thought, well, no, you know what she did? This is awful, because I think she's still smoking. Isn't she still smoking?
Not really.
Kind of sporadically. I started smoking when I was 14. She and her friends, I think two of whom are here today, broke my cigarettes and threw them in the toilet.
All right, we're skipping the cigarettes. We're going to wrap up. All right.
Well, you can edit all this, can't you?
I can.
And you will.
I remember the first time I met Lynn. Okay, she came to my Christmas party, and she was the first one there, of course, and I'm from California, she's from New York, okay? And I thought, who comes right exactly at 8 o'clock when the party's supposed to start? You're not supposed to be there till 8:30 or 9, right? That's fashionably late. But no, Lynn's right there. And she is already into the party mode. Absolutely. Talking, laughing. I loved her from the very beginning. And the more I got to know her that evening, I knew we were going to be fast friends. And we are. So that's my story.
We need a little anecdote or story about Lynn.
A little anecdote or story about Lynn. There's so many. Although I do have to say, one of my favorite times is when Lynn and I were working with INS, and she convinced me that we needed this little break, and so we escaped for the entire afternoon, and we went and saw the cherry blossoms. Walked around and had a great time, and now every year when I go to see the cherry blossoms, I always call Lynn, and we always kind of reminisce over the fun we had that afternoon. Okay, love you, Lynn.
One more time.
Love you, Lynn.
Yeah, it doesn't look like...
What do we think?
It's broken. I think the tree broke off.
You?
Look at us.
Let me take your hand.
Well, I understand that. Sometimes they leave it to show that the trail is...
My elbow.
I don't know. You're on your own for dinner.
Are we going to have sunglasses for dinner?
I don't think so. I don't think that'd be very tasty.
What's your favorite thing about Aunt Lynn?
She carries me.
Yeah? What else do you like about Aunt Lynn?
She gives me kisses and hugs.
Yeah, what else do you like
Sit on
about
her
it?
lap.
Lap? Oh, you sit on her lap.
I was junior golf chairman, so Lynn was forced to play golf, whether she wanted to or not. And she used to come back saying that everybody cheated except her. So she would go out with me, and she would hit a few of my golf balls with my things, and then she'd say she'd caddy. So she would caddy for me, and then a bunch of men came up, and she said, "Mom, let's beat the men." And so we did. That's the end.
It's great.
She was competitive even then.
All right, so tell me the story about Lynn and golfing.
All right, we just finished the golf outing today, and Lynn has taken, as we started to play golf in California, to running from shot to shot. In other words, sort of sprinting. And she had a nice, tight golf outfit on. And we were playing all by ourselves. And she hit the ball and down in the middle of the fairway, ran down, and then forgot a club. And she had to run all the way back to the tee and get it, run back down, hit her shot, run up to the green, and make the putt. And she was just running all over the hole. And we got up to the end of the hole, and sitting on a bench was this 85-year-old guy. And he looks at me and he goes, "You know, son, that was the best hole of golf I've ever watched. You know, Lynn, we're so happy that you planned all this. You've been so excited about it for the whole year. And speaking for all of us, thank you for doing it, and happy birthday."
It's got to be spontaneous.
Yes.
Just come close together. We're actually filming.
Lynn, the greatest golfer since Mickey Wright in 1915, I think it was.
And like stuff.
Happy birthday, Lynn.
Happy birthday, Lynn.
Happy birthday, Lynn.
I always think of you when I fly through the air in a beautiful balloon.
Taking a shot.
Oh my God. Roger that mouse coming right up my tailpipe.